Welcome to Windows 7 Administration Training. We'll begin this course by looking at the introduction to Windows 7. In this chapter, we'll see some of the user interface enhancements in the new Windows 7. We'll look at taskbar, arrow peek, arrow snap, arrow shake. Taskbar is a noticeable improvement that Microsoft has made to Windows 7. This taskbar is the area which you can see when you first turn on your computer at the bottom of your computer at the Windows. This taskbar is pretty cool, and it's a new improvement, we can say, by Microsoft. And we'll look at some examples of arrow peek, arrow snap, and arrow shake. Now let me take you to the arrow peek thing. I have opened up a PowerPoint here, and I have, as you can see on my taskbar, I am running VMware Workstation, PowerPoint, and Camtasia, and also my Windows Explorer. So as you can see, when I hover up the mouse on these items, on these windows, a pop-up screen pops out, and you can see the inside content of the windows. See, as I'm hovering the mouse on VMware Workstation, you can see that what's inside the VMware, and same like with the PowerPoint and Camtasia. So this is something called arrow peek. If you are having many windows simultaneously opened up, let me, for example, I'm opening multiple windows of same Windows Explorer, and they all are grouped into one window, and they are not spread across the taskbar like in the Windows XP. All the relevant windows are grouped along. For example, if I am opening multiple Windows PowerPoint, all the PowerPoint windows will be grouped in this area with this PowerPoint. So if I want to open up another PowerPoint, let me tell this thing. I have opened this up, and I'm minimizing this. So if I take up this thing here, you can see that there are two different windows which we can swap between, and you can close them from here itself. So this is a new feature if arrow peek. And also, if you have opened up multiple windows, say you have opened up this thing, but you want to look at what's something on your desktop, or some item that you want to access on your desktop, or something which you want to see on your desktop. So you can take your mouse here, you can see that this thing here, if you can place your mouse over there, all your windows get disappeared. So if you take out, again you're back here, and if I again click it back, it goes temporarily out. And if you again have to click to bring them back on screen. So this is something called arrow snap. It's a new feature that helps you quickly move between your desktop and your files which you are working on. So the another feature we'll look at this time is arrow shake. Arrow shake is nothing but you're shaking a particular windows, and that you're working on, and you're closing all the other windows behind it. Let me tell you. So if I'm having this thing, and I minimized this one, and let me again another open, and I have all these two PowerPoints here. Now I'm working on this thing. So in order to get rid of those things here which is distracting to me, I just have to hold it and shake a little bit, and you can see that all the windows are gone. Let me show you again. I have clicked on this window and I'm shaking it and it's gone. So this is something called Aero Shake. It helps you, instead of minimizing all these windows by one, you just have to click the one which you are working in and shake that window, and all the other windows that are distracting to you and your work will go, and it will be minimized to the taskbar. So as you can see, these features are only available in Home Premium, Professional, Enterprise and Ultimate editions of Windows 7, because Windows Starter and Windows Home Basic does not have that capability of providing you the Aero Peek, Aero Snap and Aero Shake, but they have the taskbar facility, the new improved taskbar interface. So let's move on ahead. The another advantage, we can say an improvement in Windows 7 is the option called Branch Cache. So Branch Cache is new to Windows 7. It's a feature that was not present in Windows previous, and this requires Windows Server 2008 R2. What is Branch Cache? Branch Cache is a feature that helps you have a control on your bandwidth. Let's say you are in your site of your organization somewhere other than your headquarters, and you're about to access, and you are in need of accessing some files that are on your machines into the headquarters, and you have to access those files from your remote office to the headquarters, and you can access those files. And if you close your session, and again if you want to access those files, again you have to walk through your bandwidth, carry the file through the bandwidth and bring it to your regional remote area and work there. So this consumes your bandwidth. In order to control your bandwidth, this is a new feature called Branch Cache. It caches a copy of your file from your headquarters to your remote site. Your remote site may have a Windows Server 2008 running as a host or a normal Windows 7 desktop. So that copy of the file is cached into the Windows Server 2008 R2 host or the desktop, and when you are trying to access that file again for the second or the third time, you no need to have to travel all your way to the through the bandwidth and access those files from the headquarters. You can directly access it from your Branch Cache host. So this helps you cut down your bandwidth cost and improve your instant response and productivity. So it allows remote offices to cache headquarter based content on a local Windows server or a Windows 7 desktop, and as you can see, it reduces bandwidth cost. So this feature is available only in Enterprise and Ultimate series of Windows 7. Let's move on ahead. This is the Branch Cache operational diagram. So consider that this is your main headquarters office and this is your regional offices, and this here we have set up this shows that it's a Windows Server 2008 running as host, and this is a normal Windows 7 desktop. So for the very first time when you try to access a file over your WAN line to the headquarters, you are moving and accessing your bandwidth, and your file is sent to your remote office. So from here you can access that file, and branch cache helps you to cache that copy and make a copy of that file available for you on your remote site location. So the other time when you try to access that same file, you no need to have to walk through that bandwidth to access the file to the headquarters. You can directly get it available from your Windows Server 2008 running as a host. So likewise, it works the same with desktop. A cached copy is saved as a copy, or as a backup copy, you can say, to your desktop. And the other times when you try to access the file, you are accessing a cached copy at your local site instead of consuming your bandwidth and contacting your headquarters. So this is a great development and new feature introduced into Windows 7. And the next thing is direct access. This is also something new in Windows 7, and it's something related to VPN. Not exactly it is equal to VPN, it's advanced than VPN, we can say. It is new to Windows 7 and can replace traditional VPNs. And this also requires Windows Server 2008 R2 running as a host. So what direct access is exactly? So you can so you can run your machines normally, and if you want to access some of your files or data at your headquarters office using VPN, you have to turn on your computer or laptop and initiate a VPN request to your VPN server that's running in your organization. So you have to put in your credentials, the username, your password, and everything to get through the VPN to access your data. So what direct access is about is it gives you a shortcut. Instead of accessing remote sites using VPN, what direct access provides you is it gives you something called remote access at the time of boot itself. So whenever you are trying to boot your computer, from your a laptop or a computer, your system is subjected to direct access. That means that you are when the next time the Windows Explorer prompts you for your username and password, you are already in your organization's network, that is in your remote site. But how VPN works out is you have to, on your computer, you have to initiate a VPN request, but direct access provides you a first handshake, we can say, with the organization. You don't have to initiate any other thing after your system is booted up. It's a facility feature that acts that is into effect at the time of booting itself. So it gives you instant response to your remote offices which you are connecting with. So what is the expected business outcomes of this direct access? Remote and mobile workers enjoy seamless access to headquarters IT services. What is seamless is that the users are not aware that they are into the organization's network. So administrators can remotely install software updates to mobile worker computers and enforce policies. So this is a very helpful for administrators and IT staffs, that they can push the updates, software updates or policies to a computer at the boot time itself. That's the positive of direct access. But VPNs, you have to initiate a VPNs, and after that a system administrator or and the IT staffs may push the software updates and the policies if they want to. So the ability to include remote computers in new policy updates improve regulatory compliance measures. So this is called direct access, and this facility is available only in Enterprise and Ultimate. Let's move ahead. And this is another feature called BitLocker and BitLogger to go. So you could have heard about this BitLocker in Windows Vista, but this Windows 7 has an improvement in this area also, and that's something called BitLocker to go. What is BitLocker to go? It's a security measure that's available in Windows 7. It is improved in Windows 7 from Windows Vista. Provide full disk encryption service. So you can encrypt your hard disk and your USB drive that is provided by BitLocker to go. It also encrypts your removable storage drives, and you can utilize this feature by enabling BitLocker by right-clicking on your drive which you want to encrypt and enabling BitLocker and BitLocker to go. So what this BitLocker is, it encrypts, it provides a security to your drives and volumes. So next time if your laptop gets stolen up and if it had BitLocker encryption available, and the other person which is trying to access that data of yours with an unauthorized access will not have permissions or access to your data, because it is fully encrypted with BitLocker. Same as it works with the USB removable storage devices. The expected business outcomes is mobile system security is vastly improved, leading to greater customer confidence and fewer regulatory issues. So regulatory issues can be cropped up here, and centralized encryption keys mean fewer headaches for IT staffs. Yes, so this is you can see available only in Enterprise and Ultimate editions of Windows. And another cool thing is AppLocker. AppLocker is new in Windows 7, evolved from software restriction policies. So this is something has to do with software. So provides granular application control to to help prevent execution of unauthorized software. You can have a restriction on your software policies. You can state, you can quote that the following softwares are unauthorized as they have licensing issues, and they affect your productivity or affect your network. So using an AppLocker, you can define all the softwares that you want to run in your organization. So expected business outcomes: improve overall security of the desktop environment, as the users will not be able to download or install other softwares that are out of the area defined by AppLocker. Maintain high levels of productivity of denying use of unauthorized software and reducing malware infestations. So this will help you save your desktop environment and your network. So this is available only in Enterprise and Ultimate. Let's move ahead. Windows XP mode. This is totally new in Windows 7. Microsoft has brought up the virtualization technology into this, we can say, leverages virtualization technology to ensure software compatibility. What this means is that some softwares are specifically designed to work in Windows XP, and you may have your operating system as Windows 7, but if you want to work on those software that are only compatible with Windows XP, you can use this Windows XP mode into Windows 7 and work out on your files that are compatible only to XP mode. So you don't have to care about compatibility issues as of your operating system is concerned. So it runs software inside a virtualized copy of Windows XP Service Pack 3 delivered to a Windows 7 desktop via RDP. So expected business outcomes are financial applications will run under Windows 7 using Windows XP mode. Migration to Windows 7 will be streamlined. Available only in Professional, Enterprise and Ultimate series. What is Windows XP mode? And this gives an operational diagram. So this is your desktop, which is Windows 7 desktop, and you are trying to access an application that's compatible only with Windows XP. So using Windows XP mode, the user is not aware, and it seamlessly gives you a virtualized environment and provides you access to a virtualized application via RDP connection. And the next is group policy enhancements. Windows 7 provides dozens of new group policies, providing more centralized management of the environment. Windows group policy enhancements are key features in an organization where you'd have to control on your computers or on your groups, on your user accounts. So you need Windows group policy to control your movement on your network. So expected business outcomes: security through centralized enforcement of group policies. Desktop management TCO is reduced through efficient centralized resource management. So this is available only in Professional, Enterprise and Ultimate series. Next thing is improved power management. Yes, Windows 7 is much more granular in power managing, and this provides you a tip on how to manage your power bills. In Windows 7, even the audio chips are power managed. So this means that if some of the devices are not in use, it will be put into low consumption of power. So ambient light sensors are now supported. This means that it irrespective of your movement from a dark room to a bright room, your screen adjusts to accordingly to the environment. That's something given by ambient light sensors. So expected business outcomes: reduced power bills. Longer battery life for mobile workers equates to increased productivity. Yes, this has a main effect on battery life. It will improve your battery life to some extent. And this is available in all the Windows editions from Starter to the Ultimate. And we'll look at the difference between 32-bit versus 64-bit operating system. 64-bit editions of Windows are increasing in popularity. Yes, 64-bit editions are more to be seen in today's environment, and supports a large memory needs. Like if 32-bit RAM limits up to only 4 GB. So in Starter you have a minimum of 2 GB and you can upgrade till 4 GB, and that's the maximum you can. But in 64-bit RAM you have multiple options of upgradation, but 64-bit is not supported in your Windows 7 Starter series. It begins with Home Basic, Home Premium, Professional, Enterprise and Ultimate. So the 64-bit RAM limits are for Professional, Enterprise and Ultimate up to 192 GB. For Home Premium it's up to 16 GB. For Home Basic it's up to 8 GB. This is the maximum limit you can upgrade your RAM. So 64-bit considerations: processor must support 64-bit operating systems. So in order to run your 64-bit operating systems, you must have softwares that are compatible with 64-bit OS, and all the drivers must be latest and up to date, and all the drivers must be 64-bit drivers. And you cannot upgrade from 32-bit to 64-bit. You need to reinstall afresh. And this is the chart which shows a comparison matrix. We have all the editions: Starter, Home Basic, Premium, Professional, Enterprise and Ultimate. User enhancements made available partially in Starter and Home Basics and fully functional in the Home Basic Professional Enterprise Ultimate. Branch Cache Direct Access are non-available in Starter, Home Basic, Home Premium and Professional, and available in Enterprise and Ultimate. So BitLocker, App Locker, Windows XP mode, Windows group policy enhancements, improved power management, and 32-bit versus 64-bit. These are some of the features that are improved in Windows 7 operating system. So that's it. Thanks for viewing.